And after this interview, you'll go, why is she called Posh Spice? Because she's not posh. I was really boring. I was really quiet. I always used to work really hard, at school, and never had particularly a lot of friends, never particularly popular. That's about it, really. I never used to go out a lot or anything like that. I was quite boring. I just used to go dancing classes and really interesting things like that. I used to like art. I had a really cool art teacher. I used to hate PE and netball and all that kind of thing. And I used to get my mum to write me a note every other day to say she can't do PE today because she sprained her ankle, and a load of absolute rubbish. And half of it was because I didn't want to get in the showers afterwards and mess my hair up. That's the truth, actually. I used to go to my mum, but I can't mess my hair up at school. So she used to write all these letters because I didn't want to do it. My father was he was a singer himself in the 60s. He was in a band. But I didn't really do a hell of a lot because he met my mum and decided to give it all up. My dad's music was, they used to do a lot of covers of, Beatles stuff, that kind of thing. They were sort of like a guitar band. And I've seen clips back and they were actually really good, in actual fact. I'm really proud to say it's my dad. He's good. When he sings and he strains, he gets big veins in his neck like that. But apart from that, he's really good. If he'd have carried on, maybe his career would have gone in the same way as mine. They were all really talented in the band. But I think it's unfair to say he's reliving his career through me, because at the end of the day, he's just doing what any proud father would be doing. He's proud of me, he's interested in what I'm doing, and obviously maybe he's more interested because it was something he wanted to do himself.
However, Mum encouraged her talent.
My first record was something by Bucks Fizz. I have to admit, I used to think they were absolutely wicked. In fact, my mum even made me one of those skirts, that they used to rip off. And I used to dance around the playground with my rip-off skirt and make everybody watch and think I was really good. And I look back now and think, my God, they must have thought, what a brat. That's probably why I didn't have any friends, actually, because I was a complete brat.
And she didn't have many boyfriends either.
My first kiss was at a club, and I was quite a late starter at things like that. I don't even think I had boobs until about 16. And it was terrible because someone kissed me and they just bashed their teeth on my teeth, and it was horrendous, and it put me off for a couple of years. I can't even remember his name. He was ugly, though. He was really ugly, but at the time I thought, cool, yeah, got a right good one here. Got engaged as well. I was engaged. I'm not afraid to admit that. That was a couple of years ago now, and that was didn't work out right. It wasn't the right person for me. I wasn't enjoying myself. So that had to end. I think that sometimes you can let other people control you too much. But I didn't give him the ring back either. I've still got it because it was a wicked ring. Isn't that horrible? That makes me sound really materialistic.
Victoria has gone from plain Jane to everyone's favourite bit of posh.
When I first met Jerry, I don't know if she's told you about when we first met, but it was for a Tank Girl audition, and I was queuing up, and everybody else had come in costume. They'd all come in ripped tights and kind of Mohican haircuts and everything, and I turned up in a suit. And I'm stood there with all these punky-looking people, and I'm thinking, well, this is a bit bizarre, do you know what I mean? And then I've seen Jerry, and Jerry came up and started talking to me, and at the time she had a low sugar level, and there was I don't know, a stall there selling hot dogs and candy floss and popcorn and stuff like that, and she actually went and stole some popcorn because she didn't have any money on her, and she's brought it back and she's eating the stolen popcorn with me, and I'm thinking, what's she doing? She's eating the stolen popcorn. I would never even dream of doing anything like that. And then she got caught and she got shouted at, and I'm just stood there thinking, I really want some of that popcorn, but it's stolen property, so should I have any? I think because, right at the beginning, because, in Wannabe, I didn't really do a hell of a lot in Wannabe. I was kind of, I wasn't recognised a lot when I went out because I always thought, I've only got a brown bob. But I've noticed over the last probably 4 or 5 months, actually, wherever you go, people recognise you. One time, the last time I went out on my own, I went to have my nails done, and it was really early in the morning, so I didn't put any makeup on, just slung a pair of tracksuit bottoms and a jacket on, and I ran out the door. And then I'm just getting in my car again, and I've noticed all these people around me taking pictures with great long lenses, and even now I find this whole thing really hard to accept, and I just thought, what are they taking pictures of all the trees for? What's going on? Well, it's 8 o'clock in the morning, what are they out doing? And then I realised it was for me, and then the next day, all over the papers, it's pictures of me, and it's saying, God, you look nice with no makeup on, all the normal kind of thing. And, that frightened me a bit, really, because it is frightening when you go out on your own and then you have, swarms of people crowding around you. And I think you have to really know what you want. I think too many people get caught up in the whole thing, oh, I'm a pop star now, and they don't realise, look, you're not saving lives, you're just getting up there singing songs, you're just basically having a laugh doing a job. You're nothing special. All my friends that are my friends now were my friends sort of a year ago. you know, and they all treat me exactly the same. My family treat me exactly the same. But obviously it's a bit of a shock when you go out for a meal with all your mates and, you know, then all of a sudden you look ahead of you and there's someone taking pictures of you, or someone saying, oh, can you sign this, can you do this? Or if you go to a busy club, you have loads of people sort of like crowding around you. We definitely want to carry on writing. You know, we've got a lot of other avenues that we want to, you know, we want to go down. But we've got a few surprises up our sleeves as well for later on this year. Just basically have a good time. You know, there's some great countries we haven't been to yet. You know, Australia, South Africa. There's a lot more countries to experience, which is going to be really good. You know, I want to have a family and get married and all that, but you know, I've got a career at the moment. I think you only get one shot at this, so I'm going to give it my all. And who knows, in a couple of years, I might do that. It's something I'm really looking forward to. I'd be very loving, but I'd have to have a house husband because I can't cook. I don't even know how to work a washing machine. I don't know how to do anything domesticated, so I need a house husband that can do all that. I'll go out and, you know, go to work and earn the money, and he can be at home with the kids, you know, cooking the dinner. Still like to be writing, still like to be performing. I might not wear such short skirts, such tight trousers and such high heels. I might get a bit more, I might grow old gracefully. But definitely want to have kids within the next 10 years.